During Yu Chenglong's term as prefect, while inspecting subordinate states and counties, he encountered a notable case in Gaoyou, Jiangsu province. A wealthy family's daughter, set to marry with a hefty dowry, fell victim to thieves who ransacked their home through a breach in the wall. The local magistrate struggled to resolve the matter. Chenglong responded by closing all but one city gate, intensifying patrols, and issuing notices for a comprehensive search the following day. Additionally, he discreetly instructed constables to detain anyone repeatedly entering and leaving the city. The next day, constables apprehended 2 men who, apart from their attire, carried no possessions. Chenglong declared them as the culprits. Upon further investigation, it was revealed that they wore women's clothing underneath, part of the stolen dowry. The thieves, fearing detection, attempted to transport the goods outside the city gates by wearing them repeatedly. Another time, during Yu Chenglong's tenure as a county magistrate, he had official duties in a neighboring county. Early in the morning, as he passed through the outskirts of the county town, he noticed 2 people using a bed to carry a sick person. The sick person was covered with a large blanket, with a lock of hair visible on the pillow, adorned with a phoenix hairpin. The sick person lay on the bed sideways. 3 or 4 sturdy men followed on either side, frequently taking turns to tuck in the blanket, as if they were afraid of wind blowing into the bedding. After walking for a while, they stopped by the roadside, then switched to another 2 individuals to carry the bed. After Yu Chenglong passed by, he found it very strange. He sent a bailiff to inquire about the situation, and they were told that the girl was seriously ill and on the verge of death, so they were taking her back to her in-laws' home. Yu Chenglong walked for another 2 or 3 miles before sending the bailiff back to see which village they were taking her to. The bailiff secretly followed them and saw them enter a village. They stopped in front of a house, and 2 men came out to welcome them inside. The bailiff returned and reported to Yu Chenglong. Yu Chenglong asked the local county official, "Has there been any robbery in the town?" The county official replied, "No." At that time, the imperial court scrutinized the performance of officials very strictly, and officials often deceived superiors and subordinates alike. Therefore, even if the people were killed by thieves, they would conceal it and dare not report the case. Yu Chenglong returned to his residence and instructed his subordinates to inquire carefully to see if any households had been robbed. Sure enough, there was a wealthy family that had been invaded by thieves, resulting in the death of the master and the robbery of money and valuables. Yu Chenglong summoned the son of the wealthy household and asked him about the robbery. The wealthy son adamantly denied it. Yu Chenglong said, "I have already apprehended the thieves for you. Why are you still denying it?" Only then did the wealthy son bow to Yu Chenglong, crying and begging him to avenge his father. Yu Chenglong then went to see the local county official and dispatched strong bailiffs to go out of the city late at night and directly arrest 8 men in the village. Upon interrogation, they all admitted their guilt. When asked about the identity of the sick woman, the thieves confessed, "That night, we were staying in a brothel, and we conspired with a prostitute to hide the stolen money on the bed. We then had her pretend to be sick and lie in bed, holding onto it. We carried her to the hiding place and divided the loot." After the case was solved, everyone admired Yu Chenglong's ability to solve cases as if he were a deity. Some people asked him how he knew those men were thieves. Yu Chenglong said, "It's easy to understand this matter, it's just that some people don't observe carefully. Where else would you find a young woman lying in bed, allowing men to reach into the covers? Moreover, they kept changing the people carrying the bed, indicating that the load was heavy. They also used their hands to protect the woman with the covers, indicating that there must be something else inside. If the sick woman were being taken to her in-laws' house unconscious, there would definitely be a woman welcoming her at the door. But seeing only 2 men coming out and not feeling surprised nor asking anything before welcoming them in, this is unreasonable. Based on this, I concluded that they were thieves."